Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going on our very first whitetail deer hunt with a bow. I've shot whitetail before, but never with the bow, so this will be my first time ever. I'm gonna go ahead and head into these woods here behind me and get set up in the spot that we have set up for this. And once I get down there, I'll show you guys kind of what I'm dealing with. Let's see if we can get this done, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, so finding a good spot is very crucial. In this case, we've been to this place, the OK Ranch. We have designated spots that have been set up. But if you don't have a place like this and you hunt public, definitely want to scout well in advance before you go on a hunt. Pick out some good spots just to give you a better chance of seeing something and coming across either a nice buck or a doe, depending what you're targeting. And that'll just give you the best chances of success. So I'm about to head in, like I said. Just got to spray my shoes with this scent eliminator. That way I don't put down so much scent as I'm walking down in there. Alright guys, now that I'm in position, it's time to be quiet. Bow hunting requires a lot of stealth and observation, so I'm gonna sit quietly. I'm gonna pay attention to my surroundings for anything I can hear and see. And I'm not too far from the feeder that we have set up here. So I'm just gonna sit here quietly. Behind me it's pretty exposed. And there's a field here that they can come into. So if I need to, I can just turn around real quick, take a bow shot there. And then in front of me, I got the feeder directly in front of me. And I got two shooting lanes in front and one off to the right in case they come out through this really thick wooded area. So we're just gonna be quiet. We're gonna sit here and see what happens. Alright guys, I just shot a pig that came out. I was really hoping to see that buck that was coming in, but that pig spooked him away. Alright guys, it's day 2. Not much luck. Earlier this morning I did have a group of 3 does that came in. They just never really committed to come close enough for me to take a shot at one. I did have a 4-point buck come close, but he was a little too small for me to take him out. If it's gonna be a buck, I'm really going for like an 8-pointer, and we have them out here, so we'll see what happens, guys. I'm gonna go try a different spot this afternoon and kind of give that spot where I've been sitting in that chair on the ground blind a little break. So just walk my way up here and see what happens. Let's go. All right, guys, I made it up to my tripod that I'll be sitting in this afternoon. I've already ranged a couple locations with my rangefinder here. This one's the Tide White one that I found on Amazon, pretty inexpensive, and it works really well. But anytime you go hunting and you get to your spot, you want to range kind of like some landmarks. In this case, I used the feeder that I'm going to be hunting, and a couple other like trees as landmarks, so that way if something does come out, I know, okay, past that tree, once he gets in the tree, that's 25 yards. There's a big bunch of cactus down there, that's 20 yards, and then the feeder is like a little under 20 yards. Same thing with me, all this back here, I've already ranged so that I know where I can take a good ethical shot at a certain distance. But yeah, now I just gotta sit here quietly, see what comes by. Like I said, goal is to take one nice doe, or a buck, but if the buck comes out, it has to be at least 8 points for sure. Alright guys, I think that was a clean shot. I just got off and I'm gonna go ahead and track the blood. I freaking did it. Let's go see if I can find her, guys. Whew. That was awesome. Trying to find her blood. I can't find anything, guys. I found this over here and that's about it. That's the last little blood I found from her. Remember guys, tracking is a very important part, especially if you hit an animal. I'm still gonna track until I find it. I know I hit her, I know I saw blood. And that's why I'm saying, if you hit something and you wound it, you wanna try to find that animal no matter what. So I'm not gonna give up right now, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and track this blood, see what happens. All right, guys, so I think she came down this trail. I saw a little speck of blood over there, and then it kind of came through here. I gotta go through this brush. I'm trying to figure, this path here looks like it was kind of worn out all the way through, so I'm gonna just follow this. Hope there's no dang pigs up in these brush piles. We'll see what happens, guys. Well, this definitely looks pushed thin. Oh, it gets open over here. Yeah, something ran through here. You can see the grass is kind of laid down. And I hope I find her. Last thing I want is a wounded animal, guys. Let's keep on doing the job and then we'll see what happens. She's laying down over there, guys. I freaking found her, guys. I did get her. I don't know how I hit her there. I'm not a fan of this shot, guys. I'm just glad I recovered her. The shot was nowhere near where I wanted to hit her. I'm gonna watch this footage whenever I get back and just see where the arrow went. I mean, this thing, I don't know how I got her, to be honest with you, but I'm glad she's down because I feel like this shot shouldn't have killed us doe like this. I'm just glad that she actually died and didn't suffer, guys, and I'm glad that I found her. Because like I said, whenever you shoot something, you definitely want to harvest it, guys. But let me show you guys this beautiful creature here, guys. There she is, boys. Beautiful, beautiful doe. Nice harvest. My dilemma is where I hit her, guys. My arrow came in here, and I want to watch the footage because I don't know if this doe turned or if she was quartering away when she heard the string. It just went all the way through, guys. I had so much buck fever, guys. But what happened was the arrow did penetrate pretty far in. So when I found her, it was kind of sticking out like this on her butt end. So I think what happened was that's long enough to reach, and I either got her lungs or her heart. That was on me, guys. Next time, lesson learned from this shot here for my first one, honestly. It's next time I gotta kind of try to ensure more that I will be hitting where I want. The crazy thing to me is she was kind of quartering away a little bit, and I was trying to get her here, and so that's why I think she must have jumped the string and jumped, and that's when my arrow went in on the top there of her back ham. But with these broadheads, guys, they're so razor sharp that I think I punctured either her lung or her heart. Still couldn't be happier, guys. I'm just glad that I was fortunate enough to harvest her amazing creature. All right, guys, I'm gonna call my brother and Keith to come help me out. Good news, my brother shot an 8-point buck yesterday. I'll show you a picture here. And Keith today, this is our last evening of the hunt. Keith actually shot a nice buck as well, and that's what they're doing over there. They had just texted me, except I wasn't grabbing my phone because I didn't want to, you know, spook these does off, and I knew something happened because I heard a gunshot, and I just waited and waited and waited, and finally once I got the shot on this one, once I found her, I looked at my messages to let them know, hey, come get me, I'm gonna need help because I gotta drag her out quite a bit. And he actually had sent a photo of the deer he got, so he went to go get my brother so he can help him load, and then they're gonna come get me, guys. I'm gonna try to actually walk this doe out a bit more so that way it's more manageable for them to get me a little bit closer to the road, guys. All right, guys, first bow kill successful. Not happy with my shot, but hey, man, you can't be perfect every time, and that's where I'll strive to get better and better. I'm just glad I harvested this beautiful animal. Just like that, our time here on the ranch comes to an end.